besties, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back, my loves. I love you guys so much. Thank you for your support, for your continuous support, your comments, your liking, your subscribing, turning on those notification bells. I'm grateful for that. And if you're new here and you don't know who I am, I'm Tatianaoliphant. And if you want to join the family, you know what to do. Like, comment, smash that big red subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell to know when I post another okay. By the way, this is a hairstyle from my previous video, which is a hairstyle video. And if you want to know how to do it, it's really simple, really easy. If you want to know how to do it, just check out the video. It's really cute, simple, girly. So check out that video. I'm almost at 1,000 views on that video alone. That's crazy to me, because I didn't expect that, but period. Okay, thank you, God. All glory goes to God, all praise goes to God. I didn't do it, He did it. It's not me, it's not me. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Let's get into it. So our sit down video today is about confidence. Okay, and this has been something that I've struggled with before, mostly in my teenage years, because being a teenager is scary, okay? Especially if you live in a place where people don't really like you, if I can say that. So yeah, and being around people that just don't make you feel like that girl, okay? It's just tricky being in situations like that. I feel like this is a topic that I needed someone to talk to me about, or to like give me some type of guidance on when I was at that age, because it was, you know, very hard for me to find my voice, to find myself in a sense, and I fell into this fake confidence that I created to just get by, to just, you know. And it was also a form of me people pleasing, which was not good, but like I had to do it to survive, because I was constantly in a mode of survival, okay? And it was not pretty. But anyway, I'm here now, thank God. I feel like there are still people and younger kids and obviously adults who are struggling with confidence. And you know, I want to make this video to reassure people that you can build your own confidence. You don't need anyone outside of you. You know, maybe you need a few tips here and there, or a bit of guidance on how to actually go about doing that. And that's what this video is meant for. So I'm doing this with you guys. If you're struggling with confidence, don't worry, I'm not here to judge you. This is a no judge, like this is a judgment-free area, okay? Because I'm also still on that journey of finding my voice and being who I really am in God's image first and foremost, and you know, being authentically myself. You guys may be asking yourself, girl, you've been saying confidence, but like, what really is confidence? So confidence is the mindset or the assurance of knowing that you already are enough and you are worthy, without having to have like anyone outside of you or anything outside of you validate that or reassure that, because you are enough as you are. And I don't need anyone to validate that for me. That I feel like that's confidence. And being full of self-love, like loving yourself for who you really are, loving yourself for your flaws, your mistakes, which I'm also still learning, and loving yourself regardless of what other people say, because what other people say really doesn't matter, because most of what the people are saying is what they're saying about themselves either way. And most of the people that say ugly things about you or like unkind things, that's how they really feel about themselves. So it's not a reflection of you, it's a reflection of them. And the fact that your greatness triggers them, it has nothing to do with you, babes. Trust me, it has nothing to do with you. And confidence is a skill that needs to be acquired, and this skill, like all other skills, for you to like know how to do it without even thinking about it, it needs repetition. It needs you to do it until it becomes a habit. So for you to do this, you need to practice, you know, a few things in your life daily for it to become a habit. You know, little things, they may be big things for you, they may be little, but they're things that you need to start practicing for it to become an actual habit. So like making eye contact when you talk to people, you know, practicing good posture when you're walking, when you're sitting, you know, when you walk into places. Walk like God sent you there, because he did. Okay, he did. You may not be qualified, but God qualifies the unqualified. Stepping out of your comfort zone frequently and doing things that you've never done before, and doing things that you do with your friends, doing them alone, doing things that you do with your friends alone. Okay, and I know it's scary going to the movies by yourself. It's not scary, but like for me personally, I'm an overthinker, so I'd probably overthink like everything, but I'm learning not to do that, because most of the things that I'm overthinking aren't even gonna happen. Like, let's be real. They're probably not even gonna happen, and nobody cares. Like, nobody cares. They don't know you, you don't know them, and if they do, then that's on them. You didn't come there for them. All right, so practice going to places that like you'd go with other people alone, you know, on a picnic, going to the park, I don't know, going to a restaurant, going for paint and sip and paint, going to the arcade alone. I mean, yes, it's more fun, but like in doing things alone and getting out of your comfort zone frequently, like learning new skills, you know, in doing that you learn more about yourself. More than anything, you learn more about yourself. You learn more about what you actually like, what you don't like, what you enjoy. I mean, you'd probably find things that you've never done before enjoyable, you know, and you've only never done them because you're afraid of doing them alone. And sometimes I feel like sometimes when we go to places with people, we have a certain expectation of how it's gonna go, or we have like, how do I explain this? We have this, it's just not the same. It's just not the same as when you go alone when you go with people, because it's different. Like, I feel like the atmosphere and everything, and it's not a bad thing. Trust me, it's not a bad thing, but it's just, how do I put it? Like, I don't know how to put it in words, but if you get me, comment down below, because I feel like it's really different when you do things alone to when you do them with other people. Like, it feels different. It like everything just seems new, and you know, sometimes you even discover things that you didn't even see when you were with people. Like, it's just different. So it's also a good experience to do things alone, you know, like traveling alone. If you have the means to do that, travel alone, go on solo dates, go to concerts alone, safely though, be safe about it. You know, make sure that people know obviously where you're going, especially when you go to concerts alone. And go to parties alone if you've never been to a party alone. Like, try new things, because trust me, it's really different, and I'm also learning to do that. I have a whole list of things that I want to do alone, and comment down below if you want that list. I'll probably post it on my community section of this channel. But yeah, like, there's so many things you can do alone, and there's like, you discover new things about yourself, you discover new things about the world. Also, wearing that outfit that stands out, I know it's like, it's scary, but at the same time, like, it's your outfit. Like I said before, people don't care that much. Yes, they'll stare, but it's 10 seconds, probably 10 seconds in their day, and it's the whole day in your day. Do you get me? So focusing on that 10 seconds where people were staring, the whole day when it was just 10 seconds for them. They probably even forgot about it. Like, just wear the outfit. Just wear the outfit. Just wear the outfit or do the hairstyle. Like, people really don't care that much. And the fact that you care that much doesn't mean that people do. I don't know, I was talking to my friend the other time and she was telling me that, like, dude, you're projecting your thoughts onto other people by thinking that they're judging you because you're the one that's judging you. Do you get me? So just do it. Just do it. Just do it. I know it feels scary, I know, and especially if you're doing something new, there'll always be anxiety, especially if you have if you've been in a mindset of people are gonna judge me and all of that. There'll always be anxiety, there'll always be that scary feeling, but you shouldn't not do it just because you're scared or just because you feel anxiety. There'll always be those feelings, and I feel like getting through them. There was this lady that was talking the other time on TikTok. I think it was a lady or a man, I can't remember. It was something about fear and getting through it, like conquering that fear releases its power over you, something along those lines, because right now I'm paraphrasing, but like that really hit me because like we put like these fears that we have and these thoughts about other people judging us and everything on such high pedestals that they actually control our lives, and they control the things that we do, and they control what we say and what we wear and how we do things. And it's like, dude, those people don't care that much, and that fear that you're putting on a pedestal, you should be there, not that fear, not that person that's gonna judge you. I feel like conquering that fear unlocks a new level of confidence. Conquering those fears, conquering those anxieties, conquering those, you know, those feelings of, oh my gosh, are they gonna judge me or whatever, or those projected feelings that you have and projected thoughts towards other people. Conquering those is actually what unlocks a new level of confidence in yourself. More than anything, it unlocks a new level of confidence within yourself, and it actually reassures you, like, dude, I can actually do this. Like, it's not that serious.
Like, it's not that serious, trust.
It's not that serious. You can actually wear that outfit, and yes, people are gonna look, I mean, you look fabulous, that's why people are looking, you know. It's not always a thing of, oh, I look bad or they're judging me or whatever, but some people actually stare because you look amazing. So, and it shouldn't always be those negative. I feel like reframing the thoughts that you have, which is something that I'm gonna get into later in this video, but like I'm really going off tangent, but like reframing the thoughts that you have about yourself firstly is gonna reframe how you think other people think of you. Something else that you can try is talking to new people every day, like just going up to people and having a conversation and actually talking to them to listen and not talking to respond, because I feel like most times people talk to other people, me being guilty of this, talk to other people to just respond and like put in their 2 cents and have the conversation over with. But when you talk to people with intention and with the intention of learning something from them, because no one person or no two people rather are the same, and you can be talking to 2 people about the same thing, but you'll get 2 different perspectives, or you may get 2 different perspectives, and it's nice to learn from people. I mean, I like talking to people, and yes, it's nerve-wracking to talk to new people, but I feel like the experience of learning something new from them is way greater than that fear of, what if they're not gonna like me or whatever. If they don't like you, that's okay. You move on. There's someone else to talk to. And it's also about conquering that fear as well, you know? Posting the picture that you want to post. I know everybody has, this feed is gonna get you more likes and get you on the algorithm and you're gonna get more people and whatever. I feel like if that's where you're going with it, in terms of wanting more engagement and wanting more people to be on your platform or whatever, then that's okay. But also, as well, on that one, you should post what you want to post. I don't feel like everybody's feed has to look the same. That would be so boring. Imagine everybody on Instagram having the exact same thing on their feed. Oh, that would be so boring. Like, and I feel like it doesn't bring out who you authentically are. If you want to post a picture of that beautiful tree that you've been looking at every day, and you took pictures of it and you really want to post them, post them. There's people who like trees out there. Hello. I mean, post them. If you want to post that selfie that you've been looking at and you feel like it's gonna look good on your feed, at the end of the day, you're doing this for yourself. You know, you're doing this for yourself, and it's your page. If people judge it, then that's okay, but you can just block them. The thing I love about social media is that you can block people, and that's the beauty of social media. You can only have the people that you want to have on your platform. The people that you don't want, you can literally just block them. Block them, restrict them. I mean, guys, you shouldn't be stressing yourself on your own Instagram or Twitter or TikTok. Like, guys, yes, there's a lot of people that are negative out there, but there won't always be people that are negative. Just post that picture or those pictures or that video, or make that reel. If you want to make a cool reel that you think is cool, then post it because you think it's cool and it's your page. Then, and people who will like it, who actually like it, will like it. If other people don't like it, then that's on them. And I really hope you guys get where I'm going. By practicing these things every day and like doing them bit by bit, it builds self-confidence. Like I said, you build more self-confidence in yourself, and it starts to come naturally to you. You don't have to do them all every day. You can do 2 or 3 or 1, or you can build up to them. You know, do one that you're comfortable with for a week maybe, or 2, and then add another one, and then add another one, until they all come like naturally to you, because it's all about making it a habit and making it part of who you are, and just being confident in yourself. So the first of the 7 or 8 tips that I have for you is self-respect. I feel like the way I'm also guilty of this. I'm guilty of most of the things that I'm going to be talking about here. But talking to yourself in a negative way really does affect how you treat other people, and you treat yourself. Mostly you treat yourself, because when you don't respect enough to be kind to yourself and be compassionate towards yourself, it really does translate to how you do things, to how you show up in the world, to how you talk to other people, to how you also respect other people. And I don't know, it's making me nervous. But yeah, like self-respect is a really important one. That's why it's number 1. It's a really big thing. Because it affects literally almost every part of your life. I went through a really tough time where I was not respectful of myself, to a point where the way I showed up in the world was not that pretty, like, and I couldn't even see what I was doing. And I'm grateful for like the one person that like showed me that, dude, it's not on. It's not on, and you need to like get yourself together. And it's hard to be like, to think that you've been doing something right the whole time, and for someone to come along and be like, hey dude, what you're doing is not right. Like, it's how can I put it? It takes you back a bit. So replacing negative self-talk with positive one really does numbers for your self-confidence in your self-confidence in absolutely everything, like how you show up, how you speak to people, how you speak to yourself, how you think about things, more especially, which is something that I'm gonna get into next. But how you think about things really influences like everything that you do. And one of the best ways you can remove negative self-talk from your vocabulary is by using affirmations. I love affirmations. I used to say them every day, but I really don't right now. I think because I'm getting to a place where I speak better to myself and I think about myself in more positive ways. So affirmations like I love myself, and they need to be affirmations that you actually believe about yourself. So you can't go from saying I hate myself to I'm the most amazing thing in the world. It really doesn't work like that. I wish it did, but it really doesn't work like that, because your mind does not feel like you are the most amazing thing in the world. And it sucks, yes, but you have to start little by little. So if you can go from I hate myself to I love myself a little more today, and I love myself, I love my body. You know, you can start by like expressing love for your body, expressing love for the way you take care of yourself, or the way you're learning to take care of yourself, and the way you think, expressing love for the way you think, you know, just like the small things. And you can gradually get better. And I'm saying this because I am proof. I am living proof of the fact that you can really go from a place of saying I hate myself to yourself every day without even knowing that you're saying that about yourself. But you can go from that place to saying I love myself and I accept myself for who I am, and I'm learning to accept myself for who I am. And that's such a beautiful thing. And that also goes into self-love and taking care of yourself, taking care of your mind, taking care of the way you think about things and the way you think about yourself. Being kinder to yourself, being kind to yourself is so important, because it also translates to how kind you are to other people. And you know, like how you treat yourself really translates to how you treat other people. That may not be the case for everyone, but for most people it is true. It was true with me, and it took me a while to realize that, but it really does affect how you treat other people. So being kind to yourself is really important. And same thing, you can't go from being like I hate myself to I'm the kindest person in the world. It has to be, you know, I can be a bit kinder to myself today, you know. And you can be kind to yourself by doing a lot of things, you know, taking care of yourself, getting out of bed, you know, knowing that you're feeling lazy but you have to do all these things. That's being kind to yourself. Getting out of bed, getting a shower, taking a walk, you know, you're feeling stressed, you're feeling overwhelmed, you know, getting some fresh air. I just think it's a beautiful thing, and I wish I had learned it way earlier or had known it way earlier. But we live and we learn. And yeah, and knowing that self-respect also goes into knowing that people don't care that much to be judging you. You're the one that's judging you. And I know it's hard to accept. It's kind of hard to accept, because you're like, how am I judging myself? But if you actually really think about it, the thoughts that, if you think about projection, and projection is a self-defense mechanism where you think that people are thinking about you in the way that you're actually thinking about yourself. So if you think people are judging you, you're actually judging yourself. And if you think people don't like you, you may not actually like yourself. It's a great place to start with actually changing the way you think about yourself, the way you respect yourself, and being kinder to yourself, because realizing that you think about yourself in that way that you think other people think about you, it is to be a better person for yourself and to gain confidence in yourself by being a better person to yourself. It's a fact that thoughts influence your life and they create the life that you live. You need to start forcing yourself to think positively about your life. I know it seems hard. I know it seems like, especially if you're not in a situation where you would think positively about it, or it's not a situation that is pleasant, it may be a bit difficult to think about your life in a positive light, but it's an essential tool that you can use to have a better outlook on life. You know, you can do this by using affirmations again. Affirmations are a way of restructuring the way you think about things and restructuring and reprogramming your subconscious thoughts by actually saying what you want and feeling it, so that it actually, you know, so that it translates into your life. Knowing that thoughts influence your actions, and if you don't feel confident, you can start by complimenting yourself. I know it seems vain or it seems self-absorbed, but complimenting yourself is one of the best ways to get yourself to love yourself and to actually be your own hype woman, like, or your own hype person, or your own hype boy, because complimenting yourself increases your confidence in yourself, and it actually produces that love for yourself. Like, I look good today, like, my hair looks good, you know, I'm the shit. Okay, I am that girl. Even if you don't believe in it now, but it will make you feel confident, and it will make you feel a little bit better than feeling like nothing, or feeling like you are not anything. People are controlled by their perception of themselves. Kanye West has preached this for years, and some of us may not have heard him previously, but I definitely do get him now, because the way you think about yourself is how you're gonna show up in the world, and how you're gonna do things, and how you're gonna be. You think you're boring, you're unattractive, people don't like you, that's what's gonna happen. Like, that's what's gonna translate into your life, and you're gonna become a boring person. You're gonna become and look unattractive to yourself because you actually believe that about yourself. However, if you think like, I look good, you know, I'm fly, I'm attractive, I'm an interesting person that's funny, that's charismatic, and people actually like me, they like to get to know me, they like to get to know my personality, and they want to get to know how I think and how I view the world, then that's actually going to happen because you actually believe that about yourself. Is evaluating your inner circle. Okay, they say that you are the equivalent of the 5 people that you hang around every day. So if you're looking at your circle and you're like, you should probably evaluate that, because the quality of the people you hang around is more important than the quantity of people you hang around. If you're hanging around very judgmental people that are always talking about things that like drain your soul and everything, I feel like you don't need to cut them out, but maybe have a conversation with them, and if they want to hear you out, they will. If they don't want to, they won't, and that's okay. But that's for you to decide what you'll do with that. People who gossip, toxic friends, judgmental people. It's damaging to be around people that are always bringing other people down. It's so damaging, because let's say you have an insecurity about your body and someone is always like, yeah, why is she so fat? Also trigger you in a way that you may not even notice. You end up internalizing those negative comments or that negativity, which then adds to your own insecurities or your own self-doubt. So that's why it's important to surround yourself with people that are positive, people that are uplifting, people that are talking about ideas and not other people. So this helps you be more confident, and you'll feel the same way, or you'll treat yourself the same way they do, because they're always uplifting people, they're always talking about ideas and how to elevate their lives, and you know, making positive jokes, or making jokes, like having banter with each other, you know, knowing that it's a safe space for you to be around them. And yeah, it's a safe space for your inner child as well. I feel like that's really important in friendships. And remember that people that only say bad things about other people are actually reflecting how they feel about themselves. The 4th point, which is very controversial, I might say, but fake it until you make it. Okay? And faking it until you make it, for me, isn't about deceiving other people or changing who you are or lying to yourself. It's about embodying the positive aspects that you want for yourself. That's where romanticizing your life comes in. That's where romanticizing your life really comes in, because I mean, if you want to be a kinder person, be kinder to yourself. Be kind to the people that you're already around, so that you're gonna be kind to new people that come around you. Like, if you want to be treated like a princess, treat yourself like a princess. Take yourself out, be kind to yourself, you know, do things that you'd want other people to do for you, for yourself, and pretend to be confident. I know it's a bit controversial, like I said in the beginning, but pretend to be confident and you'll end up being confident. Like, go up to that person and embody the confidence that you want and talk to them. And being confident, pretending to be confident, doesn't mean, like I said in the beginning, it doesn't mean lying to that person or changing who you are. Just be more confident, stand up straight, smile, make eye contact, be a bit vulnerable. Don't have to talk about your whole life story, but it can be you expressing gratitude towards someone, or talking about your favorite things, or, you know, something that you're actually interested in. Next point is being your own hype person, and this means complimenting yourself, saying that, you know, I look good, and exaggerating it. And it's not vanity. Complimenting yourself is not vanity. There's a difference between vanity and confidence, okay? Vanity is thinking that you're superior to other people are below you, and no one can compare to you, and that person, and no, I'm better than them. That's vanity. Confidence is being confident in who you are, and knowing that, you know, that confident girl is beautiful, I'm also beautiful, we can be beautiful together. And confidence is also not being intimidated by other people, because you know that you're beautiful too. You know, they're beautiful, and they're beautiful in another way, but you're beautiful in this way, and it's just as beautiful. It's like flowers. You don't look at a rose and be like, oh, this rose is better than the sunflower because it has what. No. Flowers are flowers, and they're all beautiful in their own way. You can compliment yourself for a lot of different reasons. It doesn't only have to be about your looks. It can be for the way you treat people. It can be for the type of person you are. It can be for the way you think, how your mind works. I mean, you could find the way you think attractive. You could find your personality attractive. You could find how funny you are attractive. You know, like, you can find a lot of things about yourself attractive. And also how you handle a situation. I mean, the situations where you thought that you'd never handle it in a better way, but you did, and you can compliment yourself for that, and that makes you feel even more confident about moving forward and handling that situation better, and not even having to think about handling it better. Point is about self-acceptance. So this is about recognizing that there were times in your life where you were messed up, okay? You messed up, or you were a messed up person, and knowing that, you know, people make mistakes, and you make mistakes too, and being more compassionate and kind to yourself, and being like, okay, I did that, and, you know, I can't take it back. What I can do is forgive myself and move on, you know. And I also have a long list of embarrassing things that I've done or that I've said, and, you know, it's okay, guys. Like, we're human. We're not perfect, and we weren't made to be perfect. It's all about accepting yourself, forgiving yourself first and foremost, forgiving yourself, because forgiveness lightens the heart. That's something that I had to learn, and forgiveness does lighten the heart. It's not always about forgiving other people. You also have to forgive yourself about things that you've done, because, like I said in the beginning of this point, we've done a lot of messed up things as people, some things that we don't want to talk about, and it's okay, you know. Just forgive yourself and let it go. Don't hold on to the burden or the shame of what you did. And even if you feel like you deserve it, you don't. You deserve forgiveness just as much as everybody else does, and you don't have to hold on to that negativity and hold on to that shame and burden and that anger. It's okay. You can let it go. You can let it go, because it's life, you know, and we live and we learn. And as long as you've learned from the lessons that you needed to learn from, it's okay. Self-acceptance is also about being 100% yourself and being unapologetic about it. If you're a weird girl and you want to do weird things without harming anybody, of course, or yourself, then do it. The second last point is something that I have struggled with a lot and it's do not take life too seriously. Like, life is not, it's not that serious. It's just about what people are gonna say about your outfits. That's none of their business, and frankly that's none of your business, because you can't predict what people are gonna say or do or how people are gonna react. And if you're gonna be stressing about that, then you won't live your life, because you're stressing about what other people are gonna do. What are you gonna do? Sitting here stressed about what old grannies are gonna say about your outfits. They live their lives. It's your turn. We literally came here to experience love, to give love, to be loved, to be ourselves, to be happy, you know, to meet new people and experience new things. One friend of mine said that the only thing you really need to be serious about is what you eat and what time you sleep. And I feel like that is so real. That is so real, because yes, you have to be serious about what you put into your body and what you eat and what you consume, and also what you consume mentally, like what videos you watch on movies, like the news that you consume. It really affects you throughout your life and throughout your day, because you could see something on TV and it like messes up your whole day. That's happened to me before. Like, that's really happened to me before, and that's why it's so important to be serious about what you consume. And I'm not saying don't have fun, like that's not what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is knowing how things affect you and affect your emotions, especially if you're a very sensitive person. And being a sensitive person is not a bad thing at all. It's actually a gift, but that's a story for another day. Knowing how things affect you and knowing how to alter what you consume, especially on social media, and especially like what you eat, if you have the means to do that, of course. And what time you sleep, I feel like that's also really important, because what time you sleep affects you the next day. Because if you sleep late, you'll be lethargic, you'll be fatigued, you'll be annoyed, you'll be not so ready for the day, and that's not a good thing, especially if you have things to do and if you have commitments. That's not a good thing. So I feel like she really hit it on the nail with those 2 points. And do you honestly want to spend the rest of your beautiful life, or not even the rest, but do you honestly want to spend your beautiful life worrying about what other people say or what other people are going to say, instead of living the truth and stepping into your power and being the baddie that you are? Cut the cameras.
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
Because like, what do you mean? Because by doing this, you're giving away your power and you're not being who you really are. You're being who you think people are gonna want you to be. And those people don't even, like, the funny thing is, those people don't even know what they want to be. So how can you want to be something for them when they don't even know what they want to be for themselves? And it's a conversation I've had with myself a lot of times, and sometimes you do forget, like, not forget, but like it does slip your mind, especially when you are overthinking. It also goes into constantly reminding yourself to know your power and to take back your power from those thoughts and those people. You're giving so much power away that you're not left with any, and God has given you that power, God has given you that dominion, that authority, and you're giving it away to other people. Like, don't do that to yourself. Everything is a suggestion. Everything is a suggestion. those thoughts that you have, they're suggestions. They're not actually true. They are suggestions. Because like, how can you tell me that I'm not good enough? Thanks for that suggestion, but no thanks, because I know that I'm good enough, and God told me that I'm good enough. So leave, take the back seat. Actually, get off the bus. Get off the bus, because who are you to tell me that I'm not good enough? Ungubani? From where? As much as on Instagram they give you a For You page, those are suggestions, because you can go into them and like them, but if you don't like it, then you don't like it, and you move it to the side, or you scroll past, or you delete it, or you tell Instagram to not suggest that anymore. They are suggestions. I also wanted to add that this topic reminds me of Young Love by Clear Soul. What a beautiful song. I think you guys should listen to it. You should listen to it. So yeah, besties, that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you have any questions, please comment down below. If you have anything to say, anything to add on, this is a free space, so comment down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell to know when I post another. Thank you guys for your support. I am out. I am outie. Guiding me towards, oh my gosh, be your own hype person.